New Super Luigi U is the add-on to New Super Mario Bros. U. It adds all new levels and a playable character to the existing map for only $20. The story starts up with Mario in the toilet after eating one of Peach's special cakes, when Bowser attacks the castle. He kidnaps the princess, big surprise there, and hurls Luigi and the Toads out of the castle. It's the same plot as the main game, only this time Mario isn't playable, and you can also play as Nabbit, but more on Nabbit later. There are 82 stages for you to explore. Okay, explore is a bit of a stretch on this one. Since they limit you to 100 seconds, you really don't have the time to check out every part of the level. It'll take multiple plays on a level for you to do that. The 100-second thing is the thing that I hated the most about this game. I personally would have been happy if the timer was completely gone, as I see no reason for it other than stopping you from taking your time in a level. The 100-second timer makes it so you have to rush through levels to make it, especially in the later levels. The levels themselves seem like they were made for a speedrun attitude, as the levels were very short. So when the game boasts 82 stages, you have to understand a lot of these stages will go by very quickly, at times too quickly. It'll be like, wait, the level's over? One of the great things about New Super Mario Bros. U is the time they spent making the levels look so great, and they were really fun to play. So while you're speeding through the levels, there really is no time to enjoy yourself on all the well-designed levels. And yes, they are really well designed and really fun to play. They just go by very quickly, but they're also very hard at times. This is a game for people who have already finished New Super Mario Bros. U and are looking for a challenge. It's not a requirement, but it would be very helpful when it comes to the more tricky level designs. Now, like previous Mario games, Luigi controls differently than Mario. He kind of feels like he's walking on the moon. He will often overjump and kind of be a bit slippery on the platforms. It does take some getting used to. Now, to make things a bit easier, okay, that's a bit understating it. To make things as simple as walking across the room, you can play as Nabbit. Nabbit can ignore almost every trap with the exception of falling in pits and lava and other environmental hazards. So this is kind of like if you ever wanted to play a game without any real challenge, go ahead and play with Nabbit. But why you'd ever want to spend the money on more levels just to cheat yourself out of the challenge of playing them is beyond me. New Super Luigi U was interesting. It was nice that they added more levels for you to play. Level designs were just as clever as the main game, for the brief time that you actually got to play the levels. The downloadable content is currently at $20, and I do feel like that's too much for the content they give you. Yes, you get 82 more levels, but you're going to need to speedrun through them, so you're not going to get the time to explore them. So the question is, would I recommend this? Well, if you've beaten New Super Mario Bros. U, I say go ahead. Sure, it feels a bit overpriced, but if you don't have any other levels to play in the main game, it'll be fun to have something new to play. Now, this is also available in August in a standalone package in disc form, where you don't need the original game to play it. Now, this is going to be a very tough call. I have seen New Super Mario Bros. U go for $40 lately, and that's only going to be $10 more than this game. Now, if you don't own New Super Mario Bros. U, buy that game instead, as you're going to get much more fun out of the game, as the timer isn't as much of a pain, and the levels are bigger and more fleshed out. If you do own it, either download it for $20 or skip it. It's not worth the disc version, unless you really want the nice box art and disc.